owner of GrillSpec, based out of Riverside, California. I'm here with Matt from Foxtrot BBQ. This is our first episode of Grills on Film.
So today we're going to be cooking a spatchcock chicken, one recipe today. We're going to be using 3 different grills. We're going to be using the Weber Kettle, a Pit Barrel PBX, and a Weber Genesis gas range.
So today, like Matt said, we're going to be doing spatchcock chicken, which is short for dispatching the cock. It's fun to say, they're also fun to cook, but I like saying spatchcock better, it comes out quicker. Basically, you're just butterflying a chicken to make it cook quicker and faster. It's ideal for 300 degrees or higher. We're going to prepare this chicken by cutting the backbone out of the chicken, the whole chicken. So you want to find the backbone, just cut on one side. I'm using a serrated edge knife, but you don't have to use a serrated edge, but for me it makes it easy. You could also use the kitchen shears if you don't have a kitchen knife, and you just find the edge of the backbone and just cut your way. So once we get the backbone out, we're going to just set this aside. We're going to flip the chicken over, and we're going to give it some CPR to break the breastbone so it lays flat. Before I forget, I brine these things, the whole chickens, for about 6 hours. The brine I used was a third a cup of any sort of barbecue rub, 3/4 cup of coarse salt, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, and 1 gallon of water. You want to bring it to a boil and let it go for a little while. Just bring out all the flavors and then cool it overnight, and then put it on your chicken to brine it for about 6 hours, like I said. To season this chicken, we're going to use Cosmo's Dry Rub Dirty Bird. In order to season it, you want to keep it high just to get a good spread of the seasoning over your chicken, and try to keep it as evenly as possible. All right, these coals are ready to go, so let's get lit. All right, so for the Weber Kettle, I put the charcoal on both sides of it to get some indirect heat going through. We don't want to set the chicken right on top of the grill. We don't want to burn the chicken. We want to cook it hot and fast, but we want it to cook evenly also. So I'm using a Yumly temperature guide. It is helping keep the track of the internal temperature and also how hot the grill is on the inside. I've put the openings for the grill on each side, so if I need to add more charcoal at some point, I can add some to the sides. Not to take the whole grate off the chicken or off the grill and disrupt the cook. So I initially looked at the chicken and I noticed that these were hanging out over the coals. So I added some toothpicks and poked them into the side of the breast just to keep them from burning too much on the thing. So just remember, when you first start cooking, you might need to add some toothpicks to the wings of the chicken.
All right, here's our first bird, fresh off the Weber Kettle, looking beautiful. Color looks great from that seasoning, and we pulled it right about 160 degrees, probably resting up to about 165 while we're sitting here.
All right, so we took this chicken off at 160, hoping it would carry over to 165. It's a little breezy outside, a little cooler outside than we expected, so it didn't quite carry over to 165, but it rested for about 50 minutes, so we're gonna cut into this breast here and see how we did. You can see it, there's juices all running out of it, so it's pretty juicy inside. And we got a good cut of chicken right there. So this chicken is cooked pretty good. You got a lot of juice in here flowing out of it pretty steadily. When you're letting it rest, you can tell that it's pretty much done if these juices are clear. If you see a little bit of pink in the juice, you might want to throw it back on the grill for just a little bit while longer until it's resting. The juices run clear.